When Mother's Day means celebrating your mom, your wife, maybe even your daughter as a new mom, trust 1-800-Flowers to help you celebrate every important woman in your life. With double blooms from 1-800-Flowers, order 1 dozen roses and get another dozen for free. It's a simple way to give beautifully, with colorful blooms that make Mother's Day feel meaningful. For every mom you're celebrating, order with confidence and get double blooms at 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
If your business slowed down tomorrow, would anything still come in? Or would everything stop? I ran into my neighbor the other day, and he lives in Dubai, but he has a place here in Moraira. And he's an architect with big projects and big teams all around Europe. And I said, hey, I'm glad you're here. I've been thinking about you with everything going on. And he goes, yeah, I'm okay. I just had to let go of 60 people. And it was that way that he said it, that when someone is talking to you, but their eyes are somewhere else. It's like if he was still in that room having that conversation. And he told me things that weren't great before, but it pushed everything over. And I couldn't stop thinking about that. Then I started noticing everywhere layoffs and cuts and people being let go in different industries in different countries, the same thing. Everyone talks about the numbers and how many people, which companies, which industries, but not what it shows. Because when things slow down, nothing new suddenly shows up, You just run out of ways to ignore what's already there. Hey, I'm Veronica DePolo, and I help service business owners turn their words into leads and stay visible to the people they want to attract. Each week, I talk about how to promote your business with words humans use, not machines, so you get found and chosen faster. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. Now, when things slow down, everything gets tested. That proposal that you keep, saying that you're going to look at it later, now you have to look at it. The client that, has drained everything but pain, now you have to decide. That part of the business that never quite worked now is sitting there right in front of you, and you just can't ignore it anymore. Because most businesses are built when nothing is pushing against them. And when you really think about it, work is coming in, money is moving. Nothing feels urgent enough to actually fix it. So you think you know what matters, but you only really find out when you need to start removing things. And what gets cut first says a lot. And you've seen this. People cut the thing that was bringing them work in the first place. And it's usually marketing because it doesn't feel urgent that day. You tell yourself that you deal with it later, but the moment you go quiet, people actually move on. And now you're just dealing with a slow period. You're dealing with a slow period while people forget that you actually exist. And other businesses do the opposite. They cut everything else first because they understand that going quiet is the one thing they cannot afford. They don't disappear when everyone else does. They keep showing up when their competitors have gone silent. And tell me about it how many times. And then 6 months later, that decision is the only difference you can actually see between them. So some businesses really go through this and still, stand. A client leaves on a Friday, and by Monday, there are 2 more conversations, already happening. Not because they went looking, because people were already thinking about them. And others hit the same moment and open their inbox on a Monday, and it's empty because every client they had came through one person sending them work, one industry that's now the one slowing down, or the one relationship that felt solid until the day it wasn't. And nobody thought to ask, what happens when that one thing goes away? Because why would you? It was working. And you know what reminds me of? When a relationship ends. Not always because of something big happened. Sometimes because you finally stop ignoring what you already knew. I had 2 marriage proposals. And I said no to both. At the time, I thought if that was the right choice for a split second. And yes, today that's the clearest decision I ever made. I just needed that moment to see things properly. Business is the same. When things slow down, you don't lose something that was working. You find out if that was working at all. So this is not really about layoffs. It is this. If something hit your business tomorrow, what actually stays? If you stop showing up for 2 weeks, would anyone reach out?
Looking for the best place to shop this Mother's Day? Go with the brand that makes it easy to send something thoughtful to everyone on your list. 1-800-Flowers.com. Right now at 1-800-Flowers, order 1 dozen roses and get another dozen free. More flowers mean more smiles, all backed by the quality, attention to detail, and trusted delivery experience that make 1-800-Flowers my top choice to send something beautiful Mom will love. Make Mom's Day at 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast.
Do people actually come back to you, or do you have to go and find them every single time? Would someone be, sitting with a client right now and mentioning your name without you being in the room? That's the part people don't want to look at or imagine, because it is easy to feel safe when everything is working. So most people don't look at this until something goes wrong. And that's the mistake. Because when things slow down, the story falls apart, my friends. Not the one that you tell other people, the one that you've been telling yourself about what's working, about what you thought was good and safe. And the moment you have to cut something or protect something, you see it. Not because you thought you had, the one that's left when everything left is gone. And the scary part isn't what happens when things slow down, is that you already know the answer. I'm going to see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.